Hello and welcome to Geekatplay Studio Tutorials. In this tutorial, we'll work on some interesting background and we'll continue using some of the outlines module kind of we created before. So let's work on background. The one what I want to do is creating more look like maybe some Picasso with interesting distorted maybe backgrounds and image. So to do this, we'll go ahead and start working on our image. I want to use this image as a base, but with our own maybe some psychedelic colors. Let's do this. First, I'm going ahead and desaturated image source, so we'll have just black and white input. Next, we'll go ahead and use the again tone curves for this, at least as a source. But I don't want this smooth. What I want separate them more on the steps. For this, we will use the stairs curve and we'll connect to the curve node. So you looking right here, we have kind of quantize our image. So we have those steps, and for each of this color of the step, we can apply different colors. Okay, and this one will produce with a relation garden. So this image, what we have it with all these colors, it will be elevation and a gradients. We can use it if you want a 3 gradients, or if you want to use it more, we can use the 5 gradients. Let's look just for this for 5 gradients. And right here, just example, we can use a total different colors. Okay, let's maybe just green, red, yellow, blue, whatever colors you want to use. Okay, or even purple, whatever colors. Okay, one thing what I want to do, I want to kind of spread them. Okay, and right here you can see we have our, as a result, we already have all those different colors applied to those areas. Again, right here, what colors you're creating and distribution. This is kind of freedom of your expression or your creativity. The next, I want a little bit apply to distortion this, but with some outline at that point. So what I'm going to do is using the blend, and I'm using just normal blend. If you work with HDRI images, you can go ahead, use this, and we'll set a background and alpha connecting. Foreground, we'll go ahead, set this to 100% so we can see right here some outlining going. Pop up a little bit higher on outline. Okay, we can, if you don't like it, we can rework with the colors. And okay, after this, next what we're going to do is using our noise distortion. So we'll connect to this, and you can see how much it's affecting and changing it. We don't want that much distortion, so we want to keep it just slightly. The one problem is when you start doing this, you want to provide some distortion control for the users, but the problem is they can go way far and not control correctly. Best way to do if you work with this, it's using in slider. So as in slider, you can see right here we have values. So let's connect to distortions. We also click and says use the remapping. In the remapping, we can set minimum and maximum. So let's set maximum maybe to 25. So it's maximum how much they can go up to. And right here, value, we can same set maybe 25 and 1. So it's meaning right here, value, they can go up to 25. This is only 2D display. But in remapping, they can only change the value of distortion to 25. So it won't be look that kind of different, or won't look that kind of ugly, let's put this way. So right here we have it one. Next, I still want to have it some normal outline as well, so we'll do just one more time blending. Just connect again foreground and process to background. Again, we can outline, and right here you can outline with different type, but you will notice kind of right here double lining going with distortions, and if we increase even higher, we start having more distortions, but with outline still helping us to keep kind of like image look semi-real, so it won't look that much distorted. Okay, let's connect here. Okay, and again, we can have a few more options that I do recommend if you want to provide better control. One of the here it's durations, so we can go right here. On this case, people can control coloring much easier if they want it. Okay, let's set 50 to original. As well, we can go and set to saturation as well, and saturation to 50. Okay, so let's save it and preview our filter. So right here we created our filter kind of look distorted, and we provide all these options so we can allow people to distort images even more. The one thing probably want to apply a little bit more on control for other outlines, so it's look doesn't overlap that much. Same, they can very fast change different colors, increase line thickness. Again, we probably want to rename if we do full production, and increase saturation if you want it for this image. Okay, you also notice the colors we cannot control at this point. We control them with a hue, different type of colors. If you want more precise control on a filter, you want to probably go ahead and add control nodes for each color, so the users can go ahead and control what kind of colors they're using there. So you can add additional flexibility in your controls. But overall, right here we was creating in previous tutorials, we're creating our outline with alpha, so we can reuse this. And you notice we created some very interesting controlled backdrop and combined together with a little bit more with our kind of distortion look. One interesting things, if you interested, you can check also the filter I created. It's called Picason. This is have a little bit more controls, and right here, for example, I have only 3 colors, but you can modify with settings as well. Let's look very fast. It's a little bit more kind of add to this filter. For example, I separated by channels here, which is provide me a little bit better separations on elevation map, so I can reuse it when I created map. So in this case, the reds and kind of it's a little bit more about going by the tone, so you can try to do this as well. I added different type brush strokes, so it's kind of creating painting effect. And again, with combination, you can see how it can go. You can go ahead, download this filter. It's called Picasso, and this is tutorial kind of basic. I want to show some main components, what I was done when I created this filter, so you can look around and see how it was done, and hopefully it will help you to create your own fun filters. Thank you for watching this tutorial from Geekatplay Studio, and please check us on the web is www.geekatplay.com.